Welcome back to Startup Central. Now, not only payments and telecom, did you know that the Internet of Things can possibly solve the pollution issue of the Ganga? That was another session at the event. Rahul Dayama sat down with a set of experts who have been working on the rejuvenation of the river to know what role the Internet of Things can play on that front. Let's have a look.
The real curse of Ganga ji, we have a statistical data that 85% of the suffering of the river is due to the disposal of raw sewage into the river. This is what we call it as point sources of pollution. That city discharges its raw sewage into the river, and 50% what we call it as non-point sources of pollution. It is related to our habits. So what we are doing, we are focusing more on 15% of the aspect, and 85% we have closed our eyes. When this plan was launched in the year 1986, the disposal of raw sewage in Varanasi in particular, if I should say, it was once about 47 MLD of sewage which was being discharged into the river, and infrastructure of 102 MLD was built, and it was completed in the year 1993. That STP doesn't have a capability of removing fecal coliform bacteria, which happens to be the root cause of all waterborne diseases.
Problem would largely, you're saying, still persist as it is. Interestingly, I'd want to know, what role can IoT play in ensuring we are at least starting to solve the problem in some way? Sewage, into the river is a big concern, as he mentioned. So what role can IoT play?
See, let me tell you, IoT cannot just do a magic alone in order to solve this problem. The problem lies elsewhere, right? What IoT can do is IoT, with the help of sensors and analytics, can collect a lot of data in much more granular format and then provide the factual evidences for reporting and governance, which anyway have to be taken back to the authorities to kind of take an action on that.
You got it. So, but are people who live on the banks of Ganga, it's civilization in itself, there's so much of life that thrives around, are they open to, technology in a large way solving the problem? But the government has been doing enough, that's what they say. So how do people view the problem? You were talking to me and you said people that still don't believe that Ganga can be polluted.
See, even I share the same feeling. For us, the river is Mother Goddess, and we respect her like that. But the reality is that if you just see the scientific data very closely in terms of fecal coliform count, BOD level and DO level, we have done extensive work, grassroots level works, and people are now aware of this. If